This is A Gemini and a Liar at the Rodeo Room, written by Brittany Anders-Esparza. The bill is $300. I'm still fucking hungry, she said. I'm not even buzzed off of $300, I responded. We threw the cash down on the table like chump change. She grew up in South Central and I grew up in Panorama City. I know it looks like we don't have it, but we do. I took a look around the restaurant. It was a typical sushi spot that overlooked Wilshire Boulevard. Typical. As I was watching people sing along to the DJ, I realized I didn't recognize a single song all night. I also realized as we got older, we always craved luxury, but luxury never craved us back. And that's why her and I always ended up back home. Want to go to the rodeo room, I asked. She said, fuck yeah. We dipped and headed towards Pico Union. We were on our way to our favorite paisa bar, the Rodeo Room, a cash-only bar where the drinks were strong and the beer never exceeded $5. Yeah, I had a smell, but everything did once we're drunk enough. We both parked our cars off of Pico and Vermont. We pranced our happy asses into the bar knowing we'd be the only 20-something-year-old girls there. We always were. Sure enough, we walked into a packed bar, and two guys immediately offered up their seats. "Aw, thank you," I graced their shoulders. "But I'm not dumb. I know game. I know they think we owe them our time now." Especially because they were still hovering over us as we were ordering our drinks. So we ordered 2 palomas and 2 beers. When the drinks came, we turned to the guys and handed them their beers on us, one as a thank you for my seat, and one as a get off my dick. The bartender peeped our game and started laughing. Mid-rush, she strikes up a conversation with my homegirl and asks, "You're a Gemini?" My homegirl was taken back. She didn't confirm nor deny. But the bartender continued and said, "Yeah, I see the beauty mark by your lip. The only ones who have beauty marks by their lips are Geminis or liars." We both started laughing, well, because my homegirl is indeed a Gemini. The bartender looked at me and said, "Are you?" I shook my head and said no. She proceeds to say, "Well, then you better be careful with her or else she'll turn you into a liar." Now my homegirl's starting to get a little offended. "I'm not a liar." She gets up off of her seat. The bartender says, "It's okay. Sometimes we don't lie to others, but sometimes we lie to ourselves." My homegirl got up, hot and heavy from the bar stool, and said, "Let's go." I was confused at how quick the mood shifted. But of course I had to back her up. We stepped out the bar and my homegirl lit a cigarette. She said, "What a fucking bitch. Who the fuck even is she? Sometimes we don't lie to others, but we lie to ourselves." Like, okay, what kind of wannabe spiritual shit is that? What is she implying? That I lied to myself? I've never even seen her before. Is she new here or what? After she was done with her rant, she looked at the bar across the street and asked if I wanted to go. But I took a moment. And I said, "Honestly, dude, I'm kind of over it." And she agreed. She was like, "Yeah, it's been a weird night, huh?" We walked to our cars and said our goodbyes. I waited for her to drive off before I did. And once I saw she had a left on Pico, I turned my lights on in my car, went into my glove compartment, and pulled out a wet wipe. I looked myself deep in the rearview mirror and began wiping off the makeup I always use to cover up the beauty mark by my lip.